Good morning, Meridian, and welcome to Business Buzz. Today we are joined by Glenn Hall with Win Home Inspections. Welcome, Glenn.
Good. Hello. How you doing?
Good. How are you? So Glenn, let's start by first telling our viewers what Win Home Inspection does and the services that you provide.
Well, Win Home Inspection, what we do, we provide pre-listing inspections, post inspections, pre-drywall inspections, just about every type of home inspection that is required on the market today. It's a veteran-owned business. It's a franchise that I purchased into probably about over a year ago, right now, a little over a year ago. And I was a home inspector down in Florida for a few years, and I did my training and all my inspections down in Florida. And I decided to move out to Idaho, where my wife is from. She grew up out here, and I met her when I was in the military, and I unfortunately took her away from Idaho and her family here. So after about 20 something years, we decided to move back out to Idaho. And I fell in love with Idaho when I was stationed out here, and I decided that this is the place that we wanted to be. Finish raising our family, and a place to retire. And we enjoy the country. I'm not a beach person, as you can see. I'm not really tanned or anything. So I wanted to move back out to the mountains and do a little bit more hiking and camping and stuff like that, where we didn't have that ability down in Florida, unless you wanted to really go down to where the swamps at. But this was the place that we wanted to be. Win helped me with becoming a better home inspector, because of it's a franchise organization, like I said, and we have 200 locations across the United States. There's actually 5 here in Idaho. They're positioned all around the different parts of Idaho. I cover Treasure Valley. And the reason I chose Win as a franchise instead of just becoming a home inspector on my own is because of the backing. They have a tremendous amount of experience doing home inspections for the last 35 to 40 years. Win actually started up in Washington State, and they've now moved their headquarters over to Chicago. When they were purchased a couple of years ago by another individual. And what I enjoy is the fact that it's ongoing training. It's constant training. Anything that I don't know, of course, not everybody knows everything about home inspections. If they do, I'd really like to meet them. But if I have any questions or any concerns, I've got a load of information behind me in order to help me figure out potential problems with homes. We do all sorts of ancillary services as well, and that's an ongoing training process, like water quality testing, radon testing, sewer scope inspections. We become certified home inspectors through WIN. We also can do other types of training across the nation. Here in Idaho, it's not a requirement, believe it or not, to have a license to be a home inspector. And that can be a potential problem for a lot of people, including the person doing the home inspections. But we are certified home inspectors. We, like I said, do the constant training, the upgrade training. We do CE courses throughout the year. We are requested to have an amount of CE courses per year. So we want to make sure that we have our training up to speed, because things change, codes change. And that's what WIN helps us with, is we can see potential problems coming up, or somebody may know of a different issue that has occurred across WIN, and they let us know. We are in communications with, I'm in communications with people still down in Florida who are with WIN, communications with people here in Idaho, on the West Coast as well as the East Coast. So we can see different problems occurring all over the place. And that's why I like WIN. And I'm not trying to sell it as far as a franchise, but I'm just letting you know that that's what is behind us.
Yeah, that's amazing. So how can a home inspection maybe be a benefit for a home seller as well as a listing agent?
Oh, yes. Home sellers, it's good to know if you're going to be selling a house. What are some of the issues? Now, you may have been living in the home for many years or all your life, but do you really know what is a problem with the house? Sometimes you see something and it's like, oh, I'll put it off. I'll do something about it later, and then you forget about it. What we do as a pre-listing inspection agency, we go in and basically evaluate the home to see if we can find any problems with the house that may exist. This is going to help you sell the home faster, put it on the market, attract more buyers. Um, Unfortunately, sometimes it can be an additional cost to you in order to say fix the problem, but you want to be able to use that as a negotiation process, basically to increase the value of your home. You don't want to go into it knowing that, okay, or being nervous that, hey, there's something they may find on the home, so it's going to reduce my cost or my the amount of money I'm going to get for the home. As a pre-listing inspection, we're there to help you avoid that. We want to identify any potential issues with the homes, any type of safety issues. And that's why we do a pre-listing inspection. And we are trying to push for people to do the pre-listing inspections so we can help them sell the home a lot faster.
So, when on the flip side of that, how could inspections benefit the home buyers and the buyer's agent as well?
Well, for the home buyer themselves, same thing. You want to know what you can go in the home and use as a negotiating chip. Say the home is a older home. It could be anywhere from 100 years old to brand new. Now I've gone into brand new homes that were new construction, and we come out of there with 32 different write-ups on the home. We're not talking cosmetic or nitpicky stuff. I mean, we're talking some serious issues on some of the homes. Some of the newer homes, unfortunately, because of the way they were being built, as far as how fast they were being built, sometimes the trades miss a few things or they skimp on a few things. Not saying that the builders are potentially doing that, but because of the fact that they're pushing out homes faster. So we want to make sure that we go in and say, okay, this is what we found for an existing home. For an older home, believe it or not, I mean, it's depending on who's lived in the home. We go in there and sometimes we'll see nothing wrong with the house. We can't find anything because the upkeep was maintained on the home for all those years. And I've done that. I've gone into a 1950s home and only found maybe one thing wrong with the house that needed to be addressed. And that's what we're there for, is to find potential problems.
Yeah. So, when I know we kind of talked about this before we went on air, but
Yeah.
when inspecting a home, what are the most common issues that are found? I know that you said there's a wide variety, but maybe
Yeah.
a little detail for the viewers.
The most common is right now is plumbing issues, things that are happening with the pipes. The older homes, depending on when it was built, there could be galvanized pipe being used. There could be lead pipes being used. So you got lead poisoning, water issues with the home, leaks, copper tubing that has been deteriorating over time. Leaks in the home under the foundations. I've gone into homes that are brand new and actually found a couple of inches of standing water in the crawl space. But then I've gone into homes and found the crawl space is completely covered in unwanted materials. I'd want to say, really don't want to make anybody sick or anything, but you find things in the crawl spaces that are out of sight, out of mind, and they can show you quite a bit of problems with a home. Some of the other issues that I find is with the roofs, is the older roofs that have been repaired or that have been DIY'd or something like that, that can lead to potential problems later on. And a roof is a costly expense to get fixed. I'm sure if somebody's had a roof done recently, we've had one that was done because the roof on this house has been 25 years old. So we just had it fixed, and it was a several thousands of dollars in order to get it up to speed and up to date. But health issues, health problems, that's what we're there to help you prevent. carbon monoxide leaking into the home. I just did a home inspection yesterday and I found potential health hazard because the carbon monoxide from the hot water heater is actually venting into the garage instead of up the flue and out of the house. So had to notify the owners and say, hey, we've got a health issue and you need to get this fixed really quick. So, but unfortunately, I was doing the inspection for a buyer. So, but you still want to notify the individuals that are living in there that this is a potential health hazard. So, stuff like that is what we look for.
Yeah. So I know that in Treasure Valley, we're growing like crazy. Homes are just sprouting up everywhere,
Yes.
which means that there are a lot of homes being built. So what are kind of the post inspections that you guys look for the homeowners of these new constructions?
Like pre-drywall inspections or post inspections?
Post inspections.
Post inspections, basically, post inspections for new homeowners. A lot of people, like you said, have skipped an inspection because they wanted to move in the home really quick, and they wanted to beat out other buyers, of course, like you mentioned. But post inspection, some of the issues, like I said, I did a post inspection for a young lady in a brand new home. She had been in there almost an entire year, and she didn't know that there was actually 2 inches of standing water in the crawl space. Her next door neighbor also had the issue, and the lady across the street had a foot of water in her crawl space. So, and nobody knew about it because nobody really goes down in the crawl space. And you don't notice that unless you start feeling that there's humidity inside the house or building up. And you start noticing a musky smell. And then that is a potential problem for bacterial growth or fungal growth underneath the home. So it's another safety and another health issue. Post inspections, we find quite a bit of items that are small, brand new homes, 32 write-ups in one brand new home. It was brand new built, but there are hazards and also potential problems that we see.
Well, Glenn, thank you for all this information today. It's been extremely helpful. But lastly, how can someone, maybe one of our viewers, get a hold of you and find more about your services?
Well, they can go to our website, Win Home Inspections, Southwest Idaho. Like I said, I cover Treasure Valley. I've done inspections from out from Weiser all the way over to Idaho Falls, and I go up to Cascade, believe it or not, because I've got clients that have requested me to go up to Cascade in order to do inspections up there, all the way down to Mountain Home. We can be reached on our website. You can actually schedule an online inspection. Just take a look at my scheduling and schedule it right there. Or you can reach me at our phone number, 208-565-1600. And I'll be glad to schedule an inspection. If somebody doesn't like to get on the computer and type everything in, I'll be glad to do it myself.
Well, perfect. Well, Glenn, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing with our viewers all of your great experience.
Thank you very much. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to give me a call.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining us today. Please tune in next Tuesday for our next Business Buzz with Active Chiropractic. Until then, please do your part to keep Meridian safe and healthy and open for business.